Grew up on the countryside of town.
Alright guys, a few weeks back I told y'all I had a real special surprise for the build, for the RM125 community build. And I know we voted on plastics, and I'm going to try to stay true to what we voted on. We voted on the flow yellow front fender and number plate with all black plastics for the rest. I may change up just a little bit, but I'm going to try to stay true to what we voted on. But the really special surprise is gonna happen today. Alright, I just got a package and it comes from Driggs, Idaho, from a place called Racing Station. Alright, I searched high and low to find this, and let me just go ahead and show you what it is. I don't normally do the unboxing thing, but since this part is it's not really hard to find, but it's kind of expensive and it's kind of hard to get your hands on if you don't know where to look. But I got a butter knife. Don't say shit about my butter knife. I'm up here watching the Joe Budden podcast. I love Joe Budden, funny as hell. But whatever. Yeah. Let's see if I can show y'all these before. What could it be? What could it be? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all understand how big of a purchase this is for this build, but this one thing is gonna transform this entire build. This is a XFun Aluminum gas tank. The company is in Italy. If you purchase it from them, I think it takes like 6 weeks. And it's like, the tank is, I want to say like $580 or $550, something like that. And then they charge like another $100 just for shipping from Italy. But I found a place in Idaho that I guess they buy them from Italy and then sell them or whatever. But yeah, the place is called Racing Station. If anybody else is interested in getting one for their RM125 or their RM250. But yeah, this one piece is gonna transform everything. I'm gonna have to order RMZ front shroud, not shroud, yeah, radiator shroud. And yeah, man, more on this in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do we have ladies that watch this? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I found a guy that's gonna fill my shock with nitrogen. There's a place in Biloxi, Mississippi called Suzuki Cycles. Biloxi is like an hour and a half away from here, but I need to head that way anyway for some other business stuff that I gotta take care of. So I'm gonna take this shock down there, and the guy's name is Michael. He does all the suspension work for Suzuki Cycles, but he also works at a Honda shop, and he's at the Honda shop right now. So he asked me to drop the shock off at Suzuki because they have nitrogen, and he works at Honda, but he'll get it after he get off work from Honda. That seems kind of confusing, but long story short, I'm gonna drop it off today, and he says he'll have it done by tomorrow, so I'll just come pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and all right, now that I got my beautiful shock apart, it's time to take a trip. Alright guys, since we're already in the truck, I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss a question that I've gotten probably about 5 times since I started building bikes and showing videos on YouTube. A lot of you guys want to know how did I learn how to work on bikes, and how did I learn some of the mechanical stuff that I know. And really it's not over complicated. How I started out with a Raptor, 2009 Raptor 700, and I didn't know anything about bikes. The only reason I even bought that bike because I seen a lot of videos of people popping wheelies and stuff, and it looked so cool, and I always wanted one when I was younger. But I say all that to say, I came into it not knowing anything about bikes, and how I learned is just from watching videos and researching people doing the things that I was trying to do. I remember like I tried to rebuild a brake caliper, and I watched a video on it, and it just stuck with me. I just remember the stuff. Some stuff, it just comes as common sense to me. Like once you understand how everything works on a bike, that makes it a whole lot easier for you to be able to fix it, or to be able to take it apart and put it back together. And then another thing I like to do is, when I know something is broke or not working right, I take a picture of how it looks and compare that to either other people's bikes or other pictures, or I just take a picture and see what it looks like and then take it apart and to just try to guess how it's supposed to work. And then probably the best way to learn how to fix on bikes, bikes and any other thing like that, is to read the manual. Most of these dirt bike manuals, they are very, very specific on what you're supposed to be doing when you take it apart, and they give you step-by-step directions, and most of them have pictures and stuff even. So it's not really that complicated. If you really want to learn, you're not going to learn in one day how to do everything. I still don't know a lot of stuff about bikes, but I'm still learning as I go. I only been riding for 3 years, and I probably only been turning wrenches for like 2 years, 2.5 years. So anybody can learn how to not ride a bike. Anybody can learn how to fix bikes and do like mechanical stuff on bikes. It's not complicated at all. I can work on cars and trucks and stuff too, but I tend to be a little more cautious when it comes to working on my truck, because it's more important than a bike would be. If my truck breaks down like in the middle of Timbuktu or some shit, that means I gotta either walk or I gotta call somebody, and that's gonna disturb whatever they got going on. But all that stuff is besides the point. It's not hard at all to work on bikes and stuff. You just gotta want to do it, and if you got the will to do it, you'll figure it out. But we're almost to Suzuki Cycles. I think it's called Suzuki City or something like that. But yeah, we're almost there. Well, guys, I had a few errands to run before I could make the order with Rocky Mountain. Today is Friday, and I wanted to make the order in time enough to get next day Saturday shipping. But I couldn't get to the bank to deposit the money and all of that stuff. It's a long story, but to make a long story short, I couldn't order the parts for the plastic and all of that other stuff. So I was gonna do that all in this one video, but since I couldn't do it, I'll probably do that like next week, whenever I get some more off time, because it's gonna take 3 days for it to ship, and I work every like 2-3 days. I work 3 days and then get 2 days off, and then work another 2 days and then get 3 days off. But I'll have to do the plastic some other time. But this is still a dope announcement. I think this is gonna change the build dramatically. So just stay tuned. Peace.
Grew up on the countryside of town.
My cookie, my nigga. Do it for the South, y'all know. Born and raised with them rubber flag, hang hung slave. Grew up where you niggas won't go.